Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. Today, we're going to be watching the New York University Violets play the Liberty University Flames. New York University is already qualified for the semifinals out of their pool, and they will play Lindenwood University tomorrow. With me is Tom Marr, and he's had a chance to watch some of the New York University games so far in this tournament. What are you thinking so far about their game and their chances moving forward?
Well, they had a bit of a scare yesterday against Grand Valley. They went down, had a 2-goal deficit, came back from that, took the lead late in the game, and then Grand Valley State found a way to tie it. That game went to overtime, and the Violets found a way to win. Not a pretty win by any means, but over the years, pretty wins haven't really been their specialty. They grind it out and just find a way.
Well, that's definitely the most important part, winning, and then also going into the semifinals, having the experience winning those tough games.
Absolutely, yeah, and it'll be a bit more important, I think, tomorrow. Lindenwood is a team that knocked out NYU at Nationals last year, so a little bit of maybe even a rivalry, you could say, in tomorrow's semifinal game.
Oh, very good. We'll have that to look forward to tomorrow, and the teams are lining up. We'll have our starting lineup and our national anthem coming up in just a second here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to be the starting lineups for this afternoon's game. First, our visitors, the starting lineup for Liberty, in goal number 29,
And there's the national anthem and starting lineups for today for the New York University Violets. Up front, we have number 10, Dakota Richardson, number 18, Mike Cambria, and number 25, Davy Johnson. On defense, number 12, Gabri Gallette, and number 17, Curtis Fisher. In goal, we'll have Alec Hartman. For the Liberty Flames, on defense, number 2, Clinton Nye, number 4, Lucas Ebel, number 7, Ryan Bray, number 11, Johnny Cotton, and number 19, Caleb Groh up front. Starting in net for the Liberty Flames, number 29, Blair Bennett. And the players lining up to take the opening draw. Referee drops the puck, and we are underway. New York University wins the opening faceoff back to their defense. They bring the puck up through the middle. That's number 10, Dakota Richardson, dumping it into the corner and giving chase. He picks the puck up and is taken away by number 11 of the Liberty Flames. Passed out front, but taken away by Ebel in the corner. He clears it up and it's brought up by Cotton. He's coming up 3-on-2 with the Liberty Flames across the blue line. Takes a shot, blocked, and it goes wide of the net. New York University picks the puck up in the corner. That's Davy Johnson bringing it up, passing it up to Richardson. He comes in one-on-one, takes a shot, and misses just high and wide. It's kept in at the point by Varney of the Violets, dumped into the zone, picked up by Bray on the wall, and taken away by the Violets in center ice. And shot is taken from deep inside the zone, covered up. That's covered up by Bennett, and we'll have a face-off just to Bennett's left in the Liberty Flames offensive zone on the near side. There's the puck drop, won by the Flames, pass back to the defense. That's Roulette taking it out, passing it up to Dockstetter. He comes in, dumps it in deep, chases himself, regains possession. And he brings it up the far half wall, trying to cut into the middle, but can't get through the defender. O'Shaughnessy, the Violets, picks it up, passes it up. That's O'Hara picking it up, dumping it deep as the Violets go off for a change. Liberty Flames start the puck up their zone as Inglis. Shot is taken in, deflected into the corner. Violets bring it up on the near wall here, dump it all the way in. Bennett will go back, play it himself, leave it for his defender. His defenseman passes up the far wall, and then it's picked up by Kamierzak. He goes in, gets to pass his defender, brings it out, behind the net, pass out to Nye. He passes it across. Shot's taken, blocked into the corner. Picked up by Green and then pass out in front, and that'll be Hardman covering the puck right there. 17:57 left in the first period. What are your thoughts so far on the start, Tom?
Yeah, I think both teams with some pretty good looks here early on. Not great goal-scoring opportunities, but at Nationals so far, defense has been playing conservatively. You can't score too many pretty goals, so you get to settle for dump and chase and shoot from anywhere.
Yeah, definitely. And the puck is dropped and moved up into the Liberty Flame zone. And comes up the half wall, and that's Cotton bringing it up. Another 3-on-2 for the Flames. He is dumped in the blue line by Gallette. And Cotton picks it up, but he turns it right back over at the Violets blue line. Violets pick it up. That's Gallette passing it up. Passes it to Conslato. He takes the shot into the corner. Flames pick up the corner. That is Jordan Barstead, and he loses possession and gets dumped back in for Sidon. And then pass back up, pass through the middle, misses. It was brought back through. That's Netkowski. He passes it up. Kamierzak picks it up and tries to get through the middle to Groh. Groh goes in, collects the puck himself, tries to center it, but no one there. He's got the puck behind the net still. Passes it to Kamierzak, takes a shot, and is missed just wide by Bray. That's Roulette taking the shot on net, steered to the corner by Hardman. And another shot by Roulette, misses just wide and goes onto the far wall. Dump back in Kamirzak for Bray. And that's Bray picking it up, and they're cycling and taken away by the Violets. That was Cambry and Johnson battling, the shots taken, and then covered up by Hardman in front.
Violet's having a bit of a tough time, I think, containing number 16, Kazmierczak. He's got great speed, and so he's a guy to keep an eye on throughout this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Looked pretty quick moving into the corner right there. Yeah, here's another face-off being won by the Flames. Passed up into the middle. That's Dockstetter taking a shot. Then the puck's kept in at the far point by Dockstetter, picked up by the Violets. That was McDonald. He passes it up to O'Shaughnessy, who gets it deep into the corner. McDonald pressure defenseman, D-to-D pass. Up the half wall, taken back away by Green push it in. Little collision in the corner as the puck is played by Schoenberg of the Flames. Cycles it back through to Nye, his defensive partner. And here come the Flames on a 2-on-1. Turns into a 2-on-2 on the back check, and the puck is loose in front of the net, covered up by Hardman. Big save by Hardman right there on the odd man rush.
Definitely, and he had Freeman closing in on him and whacking away at it. Hardman hasn't played a game since, I believe it was late January. So probably a little bit of rustiness, but he's been solid so far.
Yeah, so far so good for him. And the puck's won back to the point for the Flames. Defenseman's walking it in, passes across. That was Seiden can't handle the pass. He passes it down into the far corner. Picked up by the Flames, by the Violets Jorgensen. He loses it back to Gallette. Gallette brings the puck up himself, tries to get through the blue line, can't, passes it up to Shabby. Shabby passes the puck through the corner, and then it's just cleared out to the neutral zone by the Liberty Flames. And a shot taken all the way in by Fisher. Picked up by the Flames behind the net. That's Netkowski bringing it up. He gets it up to Shannon. Shannon to Bierma, and he loses the puck. And that's Morgan bringing it up, and he takes a big hit on the wall right by the player benches. And Shannon brings the puck up. He's got a little bit of room through the neutral zone. Winds up, slap shot wide on the far side. And that's Bray flipping it into the corner. Kamirzak misses it. Then the puck's picked up in the corner by the Violets. That's Curtis Fisher. Passes it over to Gallette, back to Fisher. Fisher passes it up on the far wall. That was Conslato, and he turns the puck over. The Flames dump it back into the corner. Kamirzak goes, steals the puck on the half wall, takes a shot, and deflects just wide of the goalie. There's Kamirzak going back into the corner, but it's picked up by the Violets, passed up to Masato. Masato brings it up the wall, trying to get through the neutral zone on his own. He turns the puck over to Abel just inside the Liberty Flames blue line. Another turnover in the neutral zone, and the Violets dump it all the way in to the corner. Abel picks it up behind his own net. He'll slow it down, settle the puck down as the Flames start their breakout through the neutral zone. And they just dump it deep, turn the puck over to the Flames, and go for a change. And here comes Richardson. Up the wing, takes a shot, and is steered into the corner. And the Flames have the puck through the middle in their zone. They bring it up through the neutral zone. Another turnover as they have a little trouble getting it through. That's Furtado dumping it in, or Freeman, sorry. That's Huntington going into the corner, passing it up to Freeman. Freeman brings it up, goes through the defender, takes a shot, and another save by Hardman.
Yes, the Flames, I think, right now have the momentum, I'd say. I mean, they've got some forwards that can skate really beautifully, and they're causing some problems, I think, for NYU's defense. And, it's tough to believe that they haven't won a game here this weekend, but I think that speaks to, the depth of this pool.
Yeah, this pool's been very good. They gave Grand Valley State a run for their money in Game 1, taking them to overtime. They've had a tough draw, as have all teams in here with I think it was Grand Valley, Liberty, NYU, and Northern Arizona. And we'll be back with you in a second. Looks like Bennett is at the player bench getting some repairs done to some of his equipment. And we're back at it. The puck's dropped. Flames 1, back to Seiden. Seiden dumps it into the corner where it's picked up by the Violets. Puck is rifled all the way around to the far wall and then turned over back to Seiden in the neutral zone. He gets the puck in on the offside. That's the Violets picking it up, passing it up to O'Shaughnessy. He brings it in and he puts it over the net, but Ben is going to grab that one, hang on for a face-off in the Liberty Flame zone. And puck is dropped. And as the Flames win the draw, passing it up to the wall as Bierma. And all the way up through for Bierma, and he loses the puck. He goes back, collects it, passes it back to Roulette. It's over to Ebel. He gets it all the way up, back to Bierma. Then he dumps it all the way in on Hardman. Hardman goes back, plays it, settles it down as Evan Ripley passes the puck up, but can't be collected in the neutral zone. Ebel goes back for the Flames. Passes it across to Roulette. And the puck's turned over. And a shot on net by Morgan of NYU. Steered into the far corner and picked up once again by NYU. So Shabby in the corner with it. He cycles it back through to Morgan. Morgan's got the puck. Shakes off a defender, Cotton. He's still got the puck in the corner looking for someone. He pulls it out in front. The puck's loose in front, goes just wide on the near side. Nifty little play by Morgan there to bring that into the middle. Another shot in front of the net. NYU loses it to Roulette. He just clears it out, and Liberty Flames go for changes. As NYU quickly moves the puck back into the neutral zone, or back into the offensive zone on the near side. As Jorgensen battling with two of his teammates against two of the Flames. And the puck's dumped all the way down, and that's going to go just far enough for icing, it looks like. And 10:49 left in the first period. We have an icing charge against Liberty Flames.
Great job there by the fourth line for NYU. Morgan, Shabby, and Jorgensen just kind of paying the price there in front of the net against some of the much bigger Liberty defensemen, and that's how NYU scored a lot of their goals in this tournament. So it's nice to see the fourth line chipping in like that. Yeah,
they were battling on the near wall here for a while, battling in the far corner. Got a couple good scoring chances, and then forced that icing call just as Liberty get a breather there. And here's the face-off, won by NYU, and a quick shot's blocked the face-off circle. That's picked up by Nye, tossed up to Bray, and he's just going to dump it in behind the net. And the puck stuck on the back of the net there, and NYU will freeze that one. Spencer Varney freezing the puck on the back of the net there. That face-off will come all the way out into the neutral zone.
Bring the action.
And Davey Johnson's going to be kicked out of the face-off circle for going a little early, and the puck is dropped, and it's just sitting in the circle as everyone is tied up. One back to the Violets, passed all the way across for Cambria. Brings the puck in, takes a quick shot on Bennett. He's going to glove that one and hang on for a face-off. 10:23 left. We will have a face-off to the right of the Liberty Flames goaltender, Blair Bennett. And the faceoff's won by the Liberty Flames, brought up, picked up by side and passed across. That's Inglis. And then they go, looks like they go offside, so we'll have a faceoff just outside the violet zone. Actually, no, we're getting a penalty called. Did you see what happened there? I missed that.
No, I almost want to say it might have been a bench minor, but
so we have another penalty coming up to NYU right here. And it looks like we're going to have.
First one was interference slashing.
Okay, so the first penalty we have interference slashing on Cooper McDonald. And then we're getting another one just 3 seconds into this. This is on number 27, David Morgan. This is a big opportunity for the Flames to get off to a quick start here.
And NYU's had some problems with the discipline, particularly in yesterday's game. So let's see if Liberty can capitalize on this huge opportunity.
And 5-on-3, pass back to the point. Liberty Flames are setting up their power play over to Inglis. Slap shot from the point, missed just wide, deflected wide on the far side. And then is passed across over to Inglis. That's back to Dockstetter. Slap shot blocked by Varney of the Violets, and then brought out of the zone. Good clear. And Freeman brings the puck into the zone, passes it back to Inglis. He's got room over to Dockstetter. Over to Inglis to side, and he shoots it just wide. He misses the open shot from the slot there. And Groh picks the puck up. He cycles through back to the slot, takes a shot, it's deflected. And then that's Inglis unable to hold on to the rebound there. And we'll have a whistle here as Hardman has lost his helmet. So we have 9 minutes and 24 seconds left first period. 1 minute, 8 seconds left on the 5-on-3 advantage for the Liberty Flames.
A couple of pretty good opportunities for the Flames. They had Seiden there battling in front with Zimmerman. He was doing a great job screening Hardman and a couple rebounds. And unfortunately, they couldn't capitalize, but they had plenty of time here.
Absolutely, yeah. They have some more chance. And Violets have been doing a good job on the penalty kill, getting into shooting lanes and pushing pucks wide. And a shot right in front. That was Cotton with the shot from the just on top of the crease. That's Nye fighting in the corner with a defender. That's Alex Green. He gets the puck up, picked up by Cam Yershak. He's going to take the puck into the middle. He shoots a high shot, but gloved down by the goaltender Hardman. And we have 8 minutes 53 seconds left as Flames are getting some pressure on this power play as they expect to.
Definitely, yeah. They're looking for rebounds. They're shooting high, which I think is important with a shorter goaltender like Hardman.
And NYU is going to have to reset as Jorgensen gets kicked out of the faceoff. And there's the draw. One back to Seiden by the Flames. Passes over to Dockstetter, over to Inglis. Inglis picks it up, over to Dockstetter, takes a slap shot, and they score! It looked like it was Inglis or Dockstetter with a slap shot from the side there, and he will get the goal.
Great setup. The Flames were passing the puck just really quick and kind of throwing off NYU's defense and the penalty killers, and that just created some time and space there for, I think it was Dockstetter, to rip that slap shot high on Hardman.
Yeah, he ripped the slap shot, and it looked like got through clean, and it looks like it was a tough shot for him to see there. And the face-off is won back into the Flame zone. And picked up in the corner. That's Cotton bringing it up. Cotton brings it up to Cam Yershak. Cam Yershak brings it into the zone on his own. He's on the far corner. Looking for a teammate as they're still on the power play. 10 more seconds left in the power play as they scored before the first guy got out of the box. Back to Roulette. He passes back over to Cotton. Cotton picks the puck up in the corner for Cam Yershak. He brings it in himself, shoots. Puck is loose in the crease. It's loose in the crease on the near side. It's still loose just outside the crease right now. And the puck is finally picked up by NYU as they come back to even strength. And dumped into the zone by the Flames. And a side intercept and long breakout pass intended for Masada. And NYU picks up the puck. That's Conslato going in. Fans on the shot, maintains possession. And the puck's picked up by Burke for the Flames. Pass back up. That's Conslato, sorry. Siding goes to the near corner, picks it up for Bierma. He chips into the neutral zone, and that's picked up and stolen away by Varney. He brings it in. Crosses the blue line, dumps it into the corner behind the Flames net. And there's battle on the far half wall for the puck. Dennis O'Hara has possession to Masato. He takes a shot, misses just wide on the near side. Puck stays in play off the high rebound. As Varney battling for the blue line, can't keep it in. He brings it back all the way back to his own blue line, up to Masato. Masato takes a shot and is gloved down by Bennett.
And Minnesota had the game winner yesterday against Grand Valley State. He really loves to use that backhand, as we saw there. That first line's been doing a great job. Conslato, Esposito, and Minnesota throughout this tournament.
And we're looks like we're going to go do a quick TV timeout here. And we'll be back with you in just a minute.
The 2015 ACHA Men's Division II National Championships on Utah Hockey Game Day Live are brought to you by GreatSkate.com, Gong Show Hockey Apparel, Aero Sports, the official equipment supplier of the ACHA, Reagan National Advertising, and the Utah Sports Commission.
And we're back with you here at the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. And we'd also like to thank our host, the University of Utah, the Salt Lake City Sports Complex, the Red Lion Salt Lake Hotel, the University Marriott Hotel, Lay Bus, the official transportation provider of the Nationals, and our broadcast partners, Utah Hockey Game Day Live. And we have 6 minutes and 42 seconds left in this opening period. It is 1-0 for the Liberty Flames. They scored on a 5-on-3 power play. And the face-off just to the left of Blair Bennett, and is won back to Roulette behind the Flames goal. He waits for his teammates to set up. As Roulette moving it up to Shannon. Shannon loses the puck, turns it over. That's Richardson going in. He dekes through the middle. Can't get the puck past Bennett.
Yeah, Richardson's NYU's top offensive season, but he's gotten a little bit of cold feet here, I think, so far in this tournament. Seems like most teams have been able to solve him. He's got great hands, likes to make the finesse moves, but I'd expect him to break through at some point.
Like, he had a great opportunity right there. His shot's won and shot just wide by, that was O'Hara shooting the puck wide on the near side. Puck's back in the corner. Nye picks it up, flips it up to Bray. Bray picks the puck up, dumps it all the way in on Hardman. He'll go back, play it himself, rifled around the corner. It's over to McDonald. He loses it, but the puck comes back to Fisher. Fisher passes it back up to McDonald. He's looking up ice for a teammate, takes it in himself, dumps it into the zone. That's picked up by Huntington of the Flames. Pass back up through the middle, picked up by McDonald again. McDonald takes the puck into the corner himself, looks for a teammate, dumps into the near corner here. That's Kemierczak getting the puck, passing it back to Nye. He looks up for Groh. Groh passes all the way up to Bray, who dumps it right in on Hardman. Hardman gets the puck up to Varney. He passes it up. O'Shaughnessy dumps into the far corner. And Liberty Flames have possession that side and giving the puck up. That's over to Morgan. Takes a shot, misses just wide on the far side. And Varney steals the puck out of midair, dumps it back into the corner. Sidon looking for a big stretch pass, but he can't connect on his Inglis, just a little behind it. And NYU brings the puck in. Zimmerman shooting it in on Bennett. He can't quite control the rebound and almost loses it in the slot there. As Freeman going up, as Inglis gives chase on Green. Green passes it over to Zimmerman. He gets it up. That's Morgan bringing it into the zone. He takes a shot, another one, and then is another rebound given up by Bennett as the puck goes into the corner. It's Freeman battling with Conslato. And then finally picked up by Natowski of the Flames, dumped all the way in by Inglis.
So a couple good opportunities here for both teams. The goaltenders have been, I think, equally good. Obviously, Blair Bennett, I think he's probably the biggest goalie I've seen in this tournament. At 6'4", 185. And he's really able to just see the ice well, and the fourth line for NYU is doing such a great job of causing, creating traffic in front, and he just sees through all of that.
And face-off won by NYU into the corner. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left. And then it's dumped back into the Violet zone. Picked up, turned over by Cotton. Cotton takes a shot, he scores. Bad turnover in the middle of the ice there, and Cotton picks the puck up and has the open net to put it in on.
And the captain, Cotton, he's been one of the more noticeable players, I think, for Liberty. Great skater, wins the battles along the boards, and obviously it pays off for him there.
Tough place to give the puck up right there. And face-off center ice, won by NYU. Brought into the zone. Shots take, blocked. Richardson on the shot. Then the puck gets tossed back in. Roulette picks it up, battling with Davey Johnson in the corner there. Then in the corner, as Ebel picking it up, moving it forward, looking for Freeman. And then that's picked up by Richardson, and he tries to dump it deep, but can't get it through Inglis. That's finally Cambria getting the puck deep into the far corner as NYU goes off for a full 5-minute man line change. Ebel passes it up. That's Freeman. He dumps it all the way into the corner. Picked up in the corner by Gallette. He'll take it up himself through his defensive zone. Passes it up. That's O'Hara. Turns the puck over. Nye picks it up. Passes it across. Bray gets the puck up into the Violet zone. That's O'Shaughnessy picking it up. He passes it across to Varney. Varney passes it through the middle. No one there, and the Flames will pick it up and start working it back deep. That's Kamiarzak going in, and a big save right there by Bennett. He loses the puck, but the whistle has already gone.
Yeah, Liberty's not holding back here, despite the fact that they're going home. They're playing for each other out there, and as we said, Kazmierczak, it's just NYU's defense having a tough time solving his speed, and great opportunity there. He even had time to try and pull off a finesse move. So
yeah, he's had some good chances, and some good moves through the defense out wide and now inside right there. As the Flames take the puck away in center ice. Over. That's taken away by Zimmerman. He comes through the middle, takes a shot on Bennett, and he will just swallow that one up. And we'll have a face-off with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left. As Morgan taking the face-off for NYU against Cotton. And the face-off's won by Cotton, and he finally picks it up after it bounced around a little bit, passes it off his teammate's head into the NYU zone. Varney gives chase. Hardman clears into the corner. That's Bierma passing it over to Cotton. He tries to take it away and pass back to Varney behind his own net. He'll reverse his direction, come up. He passes it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman's got it up. He looks and just dumps it deep into the near corner. NYU's off on another change. That was Jorgensen turning the puck over in the middle of the offensive zone. Ripley brings the puck into the zone, winds up, takes a slap shot, and that's on Bennett, and he will hang on to that one as well.
So NYU's defensemen are starting to jump into the play a bit more. I think they realize that at this point, down 2 goals, you got to start taking some chances, and NYU's defense has, in the past, been pretty good at contributing offensively as well.
And there's a face-off won by Liberty Flames as Barstead passes it up. He misses Shannon with the pass, gets it in his skates. Shannon picks it up, dumps it into the corner behind the goalie. And it's moved up by NYU through the neutral zone, turned back over to Shannon. He's looking for Kamirczak through the middle, and he picks it up on the far wall. He goes to work in the zone, passes it through the middle, but no one there. NYU picks it up. That was Masada over to Conslato. Conslato's looking for Masada, but he can't find him in the middle. Puck's taken away by Barstead, and we're going to have an offsides call. We'll have an offsides call against Liberty Flames as looks like Shannon couldn't quite stay on side as much, even though he tried to get his foot on there. We'll have a face-off just in the neutral zone, won by the Flames over to Nye. He dumps it just in past NYU blue line. That's Curtis Fisher moving it up to Cambria. He gets it deep into the Flame zone. Nye goes back for the Flames, picks it up, gets it across and over to Dockstetter. And he gets it up to Freeman. Freeman tries to get through the defense. He does. And the big save right there by Hardman.
Great move there by Freeman, and once again, Liberty finding time and space to, try and pull off moves like that. So I think if you're NYU's defense, you want to probably start playing a bit more physical and take away Liberty's time and space.
And face-off is inside the zone. That's steered to the corner by Hardman. Picked up by O'Shaughnessy. He clears all the way up, but kept into the blue line by Huntington. And this pass back. Gallette passes it up. He's looking for O'Hara, but can't get the pass through the middle to him. And Inglis comes in, takes a shot, and it's deflected off a skate and almost back into the slot. As Gallette passing it up through, that's McDonald bringing it up. And a big hit over there by Freeman on there goes the whistle, and time is up in this first period. We'll go into this first intermission. It is a 2-0 lead for the Liberty Flames, and they're out shooting the New York University Violets 12-8. What are your thoughts on the first period? What does New York University have to do to get back into this game?
Well, they were down 2-0 yesterday as well, so I don't think they feel too uncomfortable with being down. But it's definitely a little concerning, I think, when you have a fast team like Liberty, generating the momentum that they were able to and getting in on Alec Hardman and just wreaking havoc in front of the net there. That's something that I think Coach Cosentino is going to talk about. Clear the crease and just allow your goaltender to see what's going on.
Yeah, definitely. How much of a factor do you think it is that New York University, it's got to be tough for them to get real motivation for this game when they're already going through and Liberty is playing for their first win in this tournament still.
Yeah, I think it's always tough to in a game where nothing is necessarily on the line. It's tough to find a way to, like you said, motivation. But for them, I think it's about the guy in net, Alec Hardman. He hasn't played since late January, and his dad is here from Lima, Ohio, and I think he's a great team guy, so they're playing for him and hopefully playing for each other and using this as a sort of a practice for what's going to be a huge game tomorrow against Lindenwood.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for watching this first period, and we'll be back with you in just about 15 minutes. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. Welcome back to the Salt Lake City Sports Complex for the second period of Liberty University Flames versus New York University Violets. First period, after the first period, we have a 2-0 lead for Liberty University. They scored on a power play, and then later in the period to give themselves that 2-goal advantage. Back here with Tom Meyer, and what are your thoughts moving into the second period?
I think that was a great period by Liberty. Working hard, playing smart, getting to the goaltender Hardman. I think if you're NYU, you want to start being, just start imposing your will a bit more, particularly on defense. Start throwing bodies around, and the Liberty forwards had just too much time to do what they wanted to do. And so I think if you're NYU, you want to use that size you have on your defense, play a bit more physical, take away time and space, and then get something going on offense.
Sounds good. Well, we'll see if New York University can make the adjustments and get themselves back into this game. And if not, they once again do have the one of the first two semifinals up along with Lindenwood. And those two teams will play tomorrow. Pools A and C are still up for grabs, with Arizona State, Montclair State, and Michigan State all having a chance out of Pool A. And Florida Gulf Coast, Missouri State, and University of Utah having a shot out of Pool C. So here we go, line up for the face-off. It will be Inglis versus Esposito, and the puck is dropped, and here we go in the second period. And the puck is back behind the net, passed up to Freeman. He picks it up, passes it through the middle. That's Dockstetter trying to get it deep, and he does it. He gets it across the blue line. Inglis goes into the corner fast. As Esposito picking the puck up, passes it up to Masato. Masato takes a shot in front of the NYU net, and they're battling for it. And it comes through. On the far wall, that's Conslato picking it up. He dumps it in. He's chasing after it himself versus Nye. Nye passes over, that's Ebel. He gets it up to Dockstetter. Dockstetter passes all the way across. That's Freeman picking it up, taking a shot, misses high on the near side. And pass all the way up, taken away once again by the Flames. We're going to have a penalty coming up against the Flames. NYU will get their first power play opportunity.
Looked like Seiden dumped Cambria there. And Mike Cambria is one of those guys that is really good at drawing penalties and selling calls. Looked like a legitimate call there, though.
Yeah, he definitely got tripped up a little bit, and Seiden will go away. 2 minutes, 19 minutes left here in the second period. And we'll try that face-off again. Puck is dropped, one back by New York University. Over onto the half wall. And shots taken, deflected just wide. That's Cambria picking it up, passing it back to the point for Johnson. He gets it over to the near corner, and then it comes back for Gallette. He takes a shot, misses wide on the near side, just to the right of Bennett. And that's Johnson picking it up on the far side again, over to Gallette. Gallette at the top of the circle takes a shot and it's deflected into the far corner. Flames pick it up and just bounces off a glove and stays in, but here comes Cotton. He'll bring it up, and he gets through the defenseman who stepped up as Gallette. And Cotton can't control the puck in the corners. He gets dumped. He gets dumped in the corner by Richardson. And here comes NYU up. That's to Conslato. Pass over to Masada, and he shoots it on net, and it gets steered into the corner. Kept in there, and then finally taken away by Cotton. He comes in one-on-one, takes a shot. It's deflected by Richardson into the corner. And a penalty against NYU. Looks like we'll have a hook.
Yeah, it'll be on Dakota Richardson there. He hooked Cotton.
Yeah, just got the stick up high on him just a little too much, it looked like. And we'll play 4-on-4 for the next 51 seconds. And then Liberty will have a abbreviated power play of about just over a minute long. And the faceoff's taken, won by Liberty, but eventually picked up. That's O'Shaughnessy bringing it up. He's going in 1-on-2. And He just dumps it in on Bennett, and Bennett will cover that up and will have a face-off in the Flame zone. 17:43 left in the first, 41 left on the penalty to Sidon. And the face-off shot one. The shot's taken and kicked into the corner on the shot by Green. Green passes it up, that's McDonald. He picks the puck up on the half wall, cycles it back through, battling roulette. He passes it up through, but that was O'Shaughnessy failing to connect on the pass up into onto the top of the goal crease. And here, and a big save right there by Hardman. He makes the big save on Caleb Groh. He came in all alone on the near side of the ice. And Hardman pushes that one back into the corner. Picked up by Gallette right there. Gallette's bringing the puck up on his own against Dockstetter. And he tries to pass it all the way up for McDonald, but can't control the pass. It would have sent him in on a breakaway. And we now have a 1 minute long power play for the Liberty Flames.
Yeah, real good chance there for Liberty again, just finding a way to crash the net and get to Hardman despite the big physical NYU defense. So it says a lot about what they're willing to do in a game that doesn't have much on the line. But again, they're playing hard, and you got to give them credit.
And we have a face-off on the near side in the Liberty Flame zone. And once again, the Liberty Flames are on the power play, and that shot comes in and will be held by Bennett. We'll do that over again. And the Flames will make a wholesale change. And the puck's dropped and won by NYU, and another shot taken on net on the penalty kill. As Peter Jorgensen dumping it back into the corner, it's picked up by his own goalie. Away set up the breakout, and he'll bring the puck out himself through the middle of his defensive zone. He passes it up on the far side. Pass that up. That was Groen behind the net, picking it up back to Dockstetter. Dockstetter passes it over to Inglis, back to Dockstetter. To Inglis at the top of the blue line, and that shot is blocked, doesn't get through, and NYU will dump it deep off the dump by Shabby. Groh brings it in. He gets through the defense again, takes a shot. Pass doesn't get through to Freeman. And Freeman passes it back, another shot on net, and that one will be held by Hardman.
Looks like a really good defensive play there by Jake Zimmerman on Freeman, and just giving him a little action with the stick and not letting him get a shot off. So good play there by the junior defenseman.
And we'll face off just to the right of Hardman. And the draw is won by Liberty Flames as NYU comes back to full strength, and the breakout pass to the men coming out of the box is just missing, and that's Richardson coming out of the box.
Yeah, Dakota Richardson, as I said earlier, he's one of those skill guys, great hands. Every once in a while he'll score a goal that it's highlight reel material, and he's trying to get back to that form here.
He almost had a great opportunity coming out of the penalty box. The pass was just a little bit out in front. And the face-off won by NYU. It's O'Hara taking the shot, misses just through. Gets back to Fisher. He shoots in back into the corner. McDonald picks it up, looking for some help in the corner. And then that's eventually picked up by O'Shaughnessy. Loses control. And then the Flames try to come up through the middle. And he gets hit at the center ice. It's picked back up by Fisher. He looks for Gallette. Gallette passes it up, is deflected in by McDonald, and then picked up behind the net by Clinton Nye. Clinton Nye passes it up on the far side, taken away by NYU though. They can't control, and they lose it through the neutral zone. Puck's dumped in as Green going back, passes it back behind his own net for Evan Ripley. Ripley back to Green, tries to pass up to O'Hara, but he can't quite connect on it. And that's Ripley taking the puck out, and he has with a high stick, so that'll be whistled Down as NYU touches that off the play off the high stick. That'll bring the faceoff back into the violet zone. Have a faceoff on the near side. Con will take it against Morgan. And the puck is loose and eventually won by the Flames as Seiden dumps it into the far corner. He goes after it himself, and NYU comes back up 3-on-2. 3-on-2, that's Morgan shooting it just wide on the far side. And that's back to Green. He gets it back over to Ripley. He takes a shot right on net from neutral zone. Then Bennett will hang on to that. We'll have a face-off in the Flame zone.
Another great shift there by NYU's fourth line. It seems like they're getting a bit more ice time. Obviously, given the circumstance, they're going to give your supporting role guys a bit more ice time in a game like this, and they're taking advantage of that.
And face off one to the wall by the Flames. Battle for, and then eventually taken away at the blue line by Bray. Bray gets it up to Roulette. He comes through, dumps it into the far corner. Hardman will come back, play it himself. He turns the puck over, but no one there to collect it. And then NYU picks it back up. That's Jorgensen. Comes in, takes a shot from the neutral zone, just wide. That's Kamierczak picking it up, getting it up to Roulette. He'll bring it into the zone himself. He takes a shot on goal, and it's kicked away by Hardman. And it's all the way back, and Ison's waved off, and Bray will go back and collect that as NYU's making changes. Roulette dumps into the corner, and there go the Flames to make their change. NYU moves it up. Here comes Consolado up the side. He misses just wide on the near side. That's Freeman bringing it up to Dockstetter. Gets it through to the middle to Inglis, but can't. Shot gets deflected high over the net. Back to Huntington. He takes a shot, misses wide on the near side, looking for a deflection. Here comes NYU. Gallette has the puck come through the neutral zone, through center ice, across the red line. He dumps it in on the near side, goes all the way around behind the goal. Consolado picks it up, tries to get it through the middle to Masada, but can't quite connect on the pass in the slot. That's Miller coming back and flipping it up to the red line. Inglis picks the puck up at the blue line, though. Takes a shot. Frey. Big save by Hardman on the deflection by Inglis in front of the net.
I don't think Inglis got all that he wanted on that shot. He definitely, I think, probably should have gone a little bit further right to the net as Hardman was right there. But, great shift by Liberty there nonetheless.
Another dangerous opportunity, and Hardman's putting together a solid game. Already haven't seen 18 shots through not even halfway into the second period. And that's NYU winning the face-off. Over to Richardson. He takes a shot, misses wide through the goal crease. And then the puck's picked up, and Burke's chasing after it. But he can't get there. And NYU forward David Johnson gets there first, but there's a penalty coming up to the Flames. We have a delayed call. And we'll get the call as soon as they touch the puck up. And we have 2 minutes interference. Looks like that's going to number 15, Adam Natowski. So we'll have a 2-minute power play for the New York University Violets with 12:04 left in the second period. And the face-off won by the Violets. Goes over to Masada. Back, he gets it back to Ripley. Takes the shot, and that's held by Bennett. We'll have another face-off inside the Flame zone. Esposito goes in to take the face-off. He wins another draw. Back to Ripley. He gets it over to Masada. Takes a shot and it's deflected wide. Green will go in, tries to get it back over to Ripley, but can't connect on the pass. Then the puck's dumped all the way in. Ebel picks it up for the Flames, gets it over to Roulette. Then he shoots a bouncing puck all the way down on Hardman. Green picks the puck up, retreats back behind his own net, sets up the breakout. Here comes Masada around the net, picks it up with some speed. That's Ripley coming through the middle. He'll bring it back to the blue line on the near side and set up the power play for the Violets. And they lose possession of the puck. It comes up the near wall and all the way down into the corner behind Hardman. That's Gallette back there now picking it up. Cambria swings behind the net, picks up the pass. He's looking up there for O'Hara, but can't connect on it. That's Cambria taking a shot, but it's deflected wide on the near side. And Gallette can't keep the puck in at the near point. Passes the puck over to Johnson. Johnson's got possession in the corner, gets it down to Cambria. Cambria shoots it across the crease, but there's no one there to collect a rebound. And a floater of a shot taken by Johnson from the half wall. And that's held by Bennett.
It's a great kill so far for Liberty, I think. Blocking shots, getting your sticks in the passing lanes, and NYU just not getting the looks that they want to, even from the blue line, where some of your defensemen like Grimm and Ripley can really, bomb the puck. They're having their shots blocked, and the Liberty wingers are doing a great job of pressuring them. And as we saw, they even forced a turnover or two.
Yeah, and NYU's they're getting their chances. They're they're not having that support there on the to get the loose pucks on the the rebounds on the when the puck's going through the crease. They just don't have that support they might need. And right now, looks like Blair Bennett is having some issues with his leg pads. So we'll be back with you in just a second as he gets that problem figured out. And all this comes with 10:36 left in the second period. 33 seconds left on the penalty to Natowski. It's 2-0 for the Liberty Flames, and they are out shooting the Violets 18-15. And Blair Bennett's equipment seems to be all repaired. Well, a face-off on the far face-off circle in the Flame zone. 32 seconds left in the power play. This is won by NYU back to Gallette. Gallette passes the puck across for Richardson. He shoots it looking for Davey Johnson, who deflects it just wide on the far side and high. And then a shot taken by Cambria. Can't get to the rebound. It's cleared all the way down on Hardman as Gallette retreats, collects it behind his own net. 10 seconds left. They'll have time for one last rush. Pass it up to Johnson. 2-on-1 development. Johnson can't control the puck on the half wall. He gets it back to Gallette as the penalty time expires. We're back to even strength. Brings it back over to Johnson. He takes a shot, but it's blockered into the corner by Bennett. And we have a shot taken. Another save by Bennett as he gets the puck back to Gallette. We have a shot. The puck's loose in the crease. And we have a hand pass, and we have a scuffle going on in front of the net here. Tensions are starting to flare a little bit here. NYU's got to be careful not to get too involved in stuff like that, so they don't lose anyone for tomorrow's game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, discipline's been one of the key points for them all year, mostly in terms of just not taking penalties and in big situations. But yeah, no, you got to keep your cool. It's not worth it to potentially be looking at a suspension in the semifinal game.
And that's Caleb Grove for the Flames coming this way to the penalty box. It looks like Davey Johnson for the Violets will go as well. And we'll see what the calls are, but right now looks like there'll be offset and penalties. And with that, we will go to a 1-minute media timeout. We'll be back with you after this.
The 2015 ACHA Men's Division II National Championships on Utah Hockey Game Day Live are brought to you by Sherwood Hockey, Warrior Hockey, Howie's Hockey Tape, official tape provider of the ACHA, Speeds Power Equipment, and X-Mission Internet.
And once again, on top of our other sponsors, we'd like to thank our host, the University of Utah, Salt Lake City Sports Complex, the Red Lion Salt Lake Hotel, the University Marriott Hotel, Lay Bus, the official transportation provider of the Nationals, their broadcast partners, Utah Hockey Game Day Live. And we have 9:43 left in this second period. Still waiting to hear what the penalties are, but looks like teams are setting up for a 4-on-4 face-off in the Flame zone. And as Groh and Johnson both getting 2 minutes, so we'll play 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes here. As Inglis picking the puck up, coming through over to Dockstetter, shoots it just wide on the far side. And the puck's flipped into the corner by Nye, collected by Varney. Varney picks it up, Dockstetter, back to Nye, and then he dumps into the corner for Inglis, who loses it. Varney picks it up. He's looking for his D partner, Zimmerman. Zimmerman loses the puck that bounces over his stick. He gets around the defender, and he's got some room through the neutral zone, and we have an interference penalty coming up, and it looks like it'll be to New York University. It's going to David Shaby or Shabby?
It's Shaby. Yep.
Shaby? David Shaby. And we'll have a 4-on-3 penalty, or power play, for Liberty.
Yeah, so Liberty will have quite a bit of space to work with here in the NYU zone.
So there's a face-off won and cleared out of the zone by Green. Green picks it up. Dockstetter, he gets the puck. That's over to Kamierzak. Over to Dockstetter. He's looking for Kamierzak on the near wall. He gets over to Dockstetter at the point. Over to Inglis. Inglis to Dockstetter to Kamierzak. Kamierzak over to Inglis. A shot is deflected into the corner on a kneeling block by Green. Green's battling for the puck, trying to get possession in a clear. And then the puck's picked up by Kamierzak. He gets it over to Dockstetter at the top of the blue line. Kamierzak goes in, shot's blocked by Ripley. And another shot and another save by Hardman and on the chance by Kamierzak. That's Dockstetter looking out in front for Bray. And the puck's finally cleared all the way down the ice. There's 19 seconds left in the coincidental penalties, and another 50 seconds left in the power play. So that's Cotton coming through one-on-one with Gallette.
Real good defensive play there by Gabe Gallette to play the body. NYU wants to do more of that. Particularly with a guy like Cotton, who's been skating all over the place in this game. Definitely want to make sure that he's not getting a quality scoring opportunity on Hardman. And then, previously Hardman did a great job of seeing through a lot of traffic on that 4-on-3. Made a couple great saves.
And then too many men. So we have another penalty coming up to NYU. It sounds like too many men on the ice penalty. So There's too many men on the ice. I believe this should be. I think it should be a 5-on-3 for Liberty, and then they'll wait till the offset and penalties come out to figure everything else out. Either way, the refs will figure this out, and we'll let you know what the situation is going to be for these teams. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left. 3 seconds left on the coincidental minors. And then 38 seconds left on the first NYU penalty to Shaby. And we have a 5-on-3 now. And the shot, they score. They score quick off the 5-on-3.
Yeah, traffic in front, and just a great wrist shot there by Inglis. High, as we're getting high pretty much throughout the game.
And we'll keep the Liberty will stay on the power play. It'll be a 5-on-4 power play for them now. And we'll have a 3-0 lead for Liberty. It's 7 minutes and 31 seconds left in the period here. And that's taken away by Morgan. He can't control the puck at the blue line, but he gets deep into the zone. And the puck's brought up the near side by Cotton of the Flames. He gets around Gallette. And the puck's back to 9 behind the goal. Passes up to Roulette. Roulette to Kazmeriak. And it gets all the way through the defense. And 1 minute, 6 seconds left in the power play as the puck's cleared all the way back down to Bennett. That was O'Hara giving chase, but he can't quite get there in time. And that's Kazmerichak. Guess Roulette has the puck behind Bennett now. O'Hara's keeping an eye on him, top of the crease. Over to Dockstetter. He's looking for somebody. Gets it up to Freeman. Freeman will bring the puck in through the blue line. Brings it into the corner. Reverses back, looking for a pass. Gets to the far point. Back to Freeman. And he gets it over to Groh in the corner. Over to Freeman on the half wall, cutting into the faceoff circle. And he gets it into Groh, and there's no one there as the pass comes through the crease. That's Dockstetter at the point. Takes a shot, looking for Inglis on the deflection. Seiden picks it up behind the net, passes it over to Groh. Groh picks the puck up. He's looking for a back, and we're back at full strength. And he can't quite get Dockstetter on the open pass to the weak side. And Groh picks it up, and he is battling with Varney on the wall. Varney gets the puck just outside the blue line. Another battle. And that's Freeman picking it up, and he tries to get through, but loses balance. He collides with a defender. That's O'Shaughnessy battling, and the puck comes into the corner. Varney on Dockstetter. And then he gets dumped by O'Shaughnessy. That was in the corner as the puck's dumped in. NYU's making changes. And the puck comes into the near corner. As Masato back to Gallette. He takes a shot and is pushed just to the far boards. And is high up and looking for Gallette. Steals the puck back at the blue line. And goes all the way in for Huntington. He passes the puck over to Thayer. And then that's picked up by Consolado. Consolado passes the puck back to Fisher. Comes through, that's Masada. Can't quite get the puck back to Esposito though. Gallette gets the puck over to Masada and it's chased down by Consolado. He brings it up at the far wall, dumps it in behind the net. And Masada goes back into the corner on Huntington. And NYU picks the puck up, can't control. Shannon picks it up his own blue line, brings it up the near wall, past the red line, into the offensive zone. He's looking for some help right now, takes a shot, misses wide on the far side. And it comes over. Consolado can't quite get the puck, and that's played with a high stick by NYU. Ripley knocked down with the high stick, so Liberty gets it, and the delayed whistle goes away. Here comes Consolado picking it up. That's to Dakota Richardson. He dumps it in behind the goal. Roulette picks it up. David Johnson goes in there, picks up possession. The Cambria takes a shot, and they score!
Just a great battle in front there by Dakota Richardson, not giving up on the play. Kept whacking away at it. I think Bennett might be a little bit upset with the lack of a whistle there, but just great effort there by Dakota Richardson and that whole line.
Yeah, that whole shift they were doing good things in the offensive zone and the defensive zone. So that was only a matter of time, and good awareness in front of the net puck, and make sure you get it in the net when you have the opportunity. And the puck's dumped deep into the zone. Varney passes up to Cambria. Cambria's looking up ice, but can't get a handle on the pass to get it up to Johnson or Richardson. And puck is flipped out of play. Sorry, go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, I was going to say that line of Richardson, Cambria, and Johnson, they've been playing together for 4 years, so I think one of the benefits of being a team like NYU and having 12 seniors is you got a group of guys that have been playing together for years, and that helps a lot in these really tough tournament games.
And the faceoff's won by NYU and eventually taken away by Liberty. Liberty passes up. That's Freeman. Dump it into the zone. Dockstetter picks it up. He gets it across. Varney takes the puck away, though, and he's coming up the ice with O'Shaughnessy. Onside, passes it across for McDonald. And then the puck's taken away by Huntington just on the near side of the crease. And he gets knocked down the corner. Gets it over to Nye. Nye passes it up, looking for the big stretch pass to Freeman, but he can't connect on it. He gets the puck over to Inglis. He shoots it just wide on the near side here. And that's taken away by NYU. O'Hara brings it in, passes it over to O'Shaughnessy. Takes a shot. O'Shaughnessy picks up his own rebound. Gets in the corner, tries to cut back to the middle. Inglis stops him, though. O'Shaughnessy picks the puck up, looking in front of the net, clears it through the crease, but no one there. Gallette picks the puck up, gets it into McDonald. Him and Shaby are battling, get it up, and then eventually it's taken away by Freeman. Pass all the way back to Gallette. Here's O'Shaughnessy coming in with Shaby right behind him. He takes a shot. It's deflected just high and wide. And Shaby picks the puck up behind the net, looking for someone on the other corner, but no one in that near corner. And here comes Groh 2-on-2. He tries to cut through the middle, but loses possession of the puck. That's Kazmarchak going into the corner, and he gets it up to Shaby. He's one-on-one. He takes a shot, saved by Bennett on the face-off circle. That's Bray knocking it out. They can't get it out. This Thayer brings it back, gets it over to Ebel. Ebel starts the puck up the near wall. And that was Groh passing it up off his teammate's head, and it is cleared out of play. 1 minute and 6 seconds left in this second period.
Feels like NYU is starting to get a bit more momentum here. They're not testing Bennett too much, not giving him high shots or anything really. They're kind of just shooting into the chest. So I'd like to see them get a bit more creative and take some chances.
And the face-off's won into the NYU zone. As Green picking it up, gets it over to Masada. Masada passes it up. That is Esposito bringing it up. He takes a shot. It's steered into the corner by Bennett. And the puck comes up, cleared into the center, but no one there. Here comes NYU, or Liberty, that's Bierma. And the puck is cleared, and no one can handle the pass coming through the middle. Ison is waved off. We have 32 seconds left. That's Natowski picking it up behind his own net. Puck stolen away, and Just can't get through by Esposito, but Masada brings it in, takes a shot, a blocker save by Bennett. Shannon picks it up in the corner. He reverses direction and starts coming this way. And then the puck is cleared up and cleared through the middle, loose puck in the neutral zone, and then finally cleared out by Bennett or Shannon, and we will have the end of the second period horn right there. And we had, after 2 periods, we have a 3-1 game. Liberty University is ahead, looking for their first win of the tournament, and NYU is looking to get back and get some momentum going into their semifinal game tomorrow.
Yeah, I think Liberty looks like a team, that's fighting for something here, and you got to give a lot of respect to them. I think if you're NYU, got to start taking chances here in this third period. Get your defensemen more active, get a bit more creative. It's not the end of the world, obviously, if you drop this game, but it's important, I think, for the guy in net and for confidence going into tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so. And well, thank you very much, Tom. And we'll be back with you in about 15 minutes for the start of the third period. All right, welcome back to the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. We're about to start up the third period between the New York University Violets and the Liberty University Flames. Currently have a 3-1 score for the Liberty University Flames. And we're looking at 20-20 shots on goal, and Liberty scored twice on 5-on-3 advantages. So other than that, it's 1-1 to even strength in this game. So it's the special teams are definitely doing it for Liberty this time through.
Definitely, and NYU hasn't made it easy on themselves. I think they've taken a few penalties that were just unnecessary, and that's unfortunate. But again, Liberty is one of those teams that seems to just capitalize on everything, and they're big, they're fast, and they're fun to watch.
Then once again, New York University is already into the semifinals, and it looks like we're going to have a change in goal for New York University. It's going to be number 31, Alex Pepper, starting the third period here.
In goal for NYU, number 31, Alex Pepper.
And we're getting ready to start the period here, and here we go. And Liberty wins it. Gets over to Dockstetter. He takes a quick shot, and they're testing Pepper early. NYU takes the puck back and is lost framing that, gets it back into the zone. That's Gallette picking it up, and we have a whistle. We have a whistle, and we'll have a face-off will come all the way down to the Liberty Flames zone, left of the goalie. Esposito lining up to take the draw against Kazmerchak. And the puck's quickly flipped out of play. And we'll do that one again. Face-off in the same place, left of the goalie. And face-off won by Liberty. Cleared up out past their own blue line. And is dumped in by Conslato. Conslato gets it back. That's Nye. Nye dumping it around the corner, trying to ring it around. Can't get it out. And Conslato takes the shot. Masato gets the shot, but puts it just wide into the near side corner. That comes back out Fisher, but he can't control it because Merchak gets in. Tries to get the puck through to Grove, but can't get it into the middle. Grove brings it back. He goes in, tries to take the backhand, but that gets blocked. That's Bray taking it, passes it to Seiden. Seiden keeps it into the blue line, takes a shot, is blocked by Fisher. Fisher to Masada. Masada gets it all the way through as both teams go for changes. That's Natowski for the Flames bringing it up. Looking for a pass, looking for Bray through the neutral zone, but he can't collect the pass. That's Varney getting it back to Gallette. Gallette gets it up to Richardson. Richardson comes in. He's looking for Cambria in the middle. Can't get the pass through Seiden, though. Seiden clears the puck all the way around the other side. And that's King of the Flames passing it up. And Richardson comes back, takes it back. Going one-on-one. Natowski gets around him. Comes in, takes a shot. Saved by Bennett. Kicked into the corner. Cotton picks the puck up for the Flames as he gets dumped by Cambria. Cambria comes in, and that'll be Zimmerman picking the puck up, and it goes all the way back on Pepper, and he will freeze that one for a stop and for a whistle and a face-off.
So NYU got some concentrated time in the Liberty zone. You'll notice a lot more one-on-one battles going on here early in the third. Things are getting a bit chippier and more intense, so that's something to keep an eye on as the period goes on.
And face-off to the left, to the right of the goalie. And it's taken one back by Green of New York, and they get it out front. Dockstetter scores off the turnover. And quick shot off the turnover in the slot right there for Dockstetter, and he gets his second of the game.
Yeah, Dockstetter seems to be one of those players who kind of makes his living in and around the net and below the hash marks. He's made a big impact there today.
And we have a 4-1 game with 18:02 left in the period here.
That's a Liberty goal, scored by number 12,
And the puck's cleared all the way down into the Liberty zone. It will be held and stopped by Bennett. 17:52 left in the third period here. 4-1 game. Morgan taking the draw for NYU. He gets the puck, kicks it up. Green keeps the puck in. And then here comes Burke trying to get it, but he can't quite as Shaby gets the puck, passes it over. That's Ripley getting the pass, looking up through the middle. Can't connect with anyone. And no icing on that. They said Flames could have played the puck. That's Jorgensen in the corner. Gets it back to Ripley. He clears it in. A bouncing puck on Bennett. He steers it behind the net. We have a delayed penalty coming up against the Flames. And that's cleared into the crease. Is loose in the crease and then touched up. And that penalty will finally be called. We're going to have interference. It'll be on number 2. That's Clinton Nye.
I think the fourth line for NYU might, maybe the most noticeable line today. Just getting in front of the net, wreaking havoc around Bennett, and they're drawing a penalty as well with David Morgan. So that line is just playing great on an otherwise, slow day for NYU.
And face off to the right of the goalie. Quick shot by Cambria off the draw and is tapped back into the corner by Bennett. Bennett, that's back to Richardson to the point, over to Gallette. He gets it over to Johnson. Johnson passes the puck over to Richardson, back to Gallette. He winds up, takes a shot, and the puck's loose in the front. And it looks like, I think that's Cambria down on the ice in front of the net. He might have got hit by that.
Yeah, he got hit by Gallette's shot.
He's getting back up, and hopefully he'll be okay and able to return to action pretty quick. He's going back to the bench as both teams make full-scale changes. Face-off will come outside of the Flame zone. We still have a minute 43 left on the power play. And face-off won and cleared in by Ripley. And that's Conslato going into the corner, collecting the puck. Look, Conslato's got the puck, looking for Green at the point. And the puck's in on the half wall. That was Green getting it up. He gets to Masada. Masada brings it up to the blue line, gets it back to Green at the top of the point. Gets it into Conslato in the corner. Esposito picks up the puck after Conslato was tied up. Back to Green. He takes a shot, and it bounces off Masada in front of the net. Ripley gets the puck on the half wall. Looking for a pass. Gets it over to Masada. Masada passes the puck up to Esposito. Back to Ripley at the point. He winds up, passes it over to Green. He takes a shot, and that's another one clear. That was bouncing around loose in front on the rebound. Ripley gets the puck over to Esposito in the corner, over to Masada. He was looking across the crease on the weak side for Conslato, but nothing doing there. And a shot's taken by Ripley, and it's deflected up into the rafters.
So the NYU power play really utilizing the two biggest shots at the point from Grimm and Ripley, trying to make something happen there, create a rebound or a deflection, which is, I think, probably what you're going to need at this point to beat Bennett.
But yeah, Bennett's had a very, very strong showing so far in this game. He's left some juicy rebounds, but the defense is doing a good enough job to clear those out of the way and keep the NYU players out of those areas. And Gallette got the point, gets it over to Johnson. Johnson circles above the faceoff dot, down to Cambria, who's back in action. And a slap shot by Gallette, but can't get it through the defense. And here comes Kazmerchak. Kazmerchak battling Gallette, goes around behind the net, loses the puck, and then now we have a little fight. Looks like Liberty players in there throwing punches right now. And the refs are getting some order here, and we'll see what we get called. But I would have to imagine there's going to be some players ejected out of this.
I think so too. I mean, you got to keep things under control. We've seen a couple scrums now throughout the game.
So we'll wait for just a second here while we see what the referees are going to call. There's still 5 seconds left on the penalty deny, so he'll be coming out of the box relatively shortly here. And we've had a couple players escorted to the penalty box on both sides already, and we're just waiting to see what the calls are. There's a couple more NYU players go in. I think those are the penalty box attendants we can hear yelling down there, the players.
I believe so, yeah.
Acting up a little bit in the penalty box, maybe. That was a good job by the refs to get that cleared up relatively quickly for what could have escalated. This has to be a nightmare situation for NYU. Their players in a position where they either have to take that abuse that they're going to see the rest of the game from a frustrated Liberty team, or potentially risk suspension going into tomorrow's game.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it comes down to, for a lot of players, do you risk even maybe getting injured in a scrum like that? If a guy's going after you, it's just a tough situation all around. I think Davey Johnson did the best he could there, but it looks like he's been penalized anyway. So, yeah, it's a really tough situation.
And we still have the referees conferencing down here at the scorekeeper's box. Varney and Cotton are waiting patiently to hear what the calls are going to be on both sides. And that looks like it's Gallette getting out of the penalty box right now. And this all happens 15:21 left in the third period. And it looks like they're close to having everything organized. Looks like the face-off will be in the neutral zone on the far side, just outside of the violet zone. Four skaters are out there for Liberty. We have Dakota Richardson. He has a 2-minute penalty up on the board already. 4 players come out for the Violets also, so it looks like we'll have some 4-on-4 hockey here. And there's the face-off, and we're back to action. And the puck's cleared all the way down. That'll be an icing charge against the Violets. 15-13 left in the period. Right now, Dakota Richardson's penalty is the only one up on the board, so as soon as we hear what the rest of the calls were, we will get that information to you.
I'm going to assume it's probably misconduct.
Yeah.
Trying to just keep things civil here late in the game.
And there's a face-off just to the left of the goalie, cleared all the way around. And actually, we have a power play for Liberty. They have 5 guys out there now. Thought of all that, the Flames come away with the power play. Puck gets passed up, come through to Freeman, shot, score.
Looks like Dockstetter again.
Yep.
And the quick passing by Liberty throws Pepper off. We saw several of Liberty's goals came as a result of just passing the puck, throwing the NYU defense off, and then a guy like Dockstetter with that shot. He's got 3 goals in this game. He's been the most noticeable player on either team.
Yeah, and that completes the hat trick for him as a couple hats and find their way to the ice. And there's 14 minutes, 52 seconds. That makes it a 5-1 lead for the Liberty Flames. Face off at center ice, won by NYU. And a shot taken by Jorgensen, gloved down and held by Bennett. And we'll have a face-off to the left of the Liberty Flames goalkeeper. And face-off won by NYU is back to Zimmerman. He takes a shot, doesn't get it through. That's Shavy picking it up on the half wall. Picks it up, gets it through, and a quick shot. And then the rebound gets taken away and picked up by Liberty Flames as Bierema coming up. Takes a quick slap shot, and it goes just off the glove and wide onto the far side. Shavy picks it up. He picks it up. He's looking, and then it's flipped into the zone and out off the rafters.
David Shaby's had a real good game for NYU. Rushing the puck, looking for his teammates, making some pretty passes.
A face-off at center ice after the puck's cleared into the rafters. It's the Esposito line for NYU and the Cotton line for Liberty. King passes the puck back. That's Huntington, get it over to Nye. Nye gets it back over to Huntington, passes up. That's King. Looking for Barstead, can't get it. Esposito goes into the corner. That's Green taking it away and passing it back to Ripley. Ripley gets it over to Conslato. He can't control the puck, and it goes through center ice back to the Flames, where it's dumped back in behind Pepper. Passes up to Mansada, over to Conslato. And here comes that NYU into the corner, Esposito. He picks it up. Esposito picks it up, finds Conslato. He goes back into the corner as they continue the cycle. Passes it back to Ripley at the point. A shot taken and blocked by King into the corner. Esposito picks the puck up and passes it up. Here comes Cotton up that far wing, trying to get past Ripley. Gets the puck through him into the corner, over to Barstead. And Barstead takes a shot and they score.
Again, traffic in front of the net has served Liberty well throughout this game, particularly with their bigger forwards going to the crease and just making things harder, in this case for Alex Pepper, to see the puck.
And that makes it a 6-1 lead on the goal right there. So 13 minutes and 10 seconds left. And it's a 6-1 game as Inglis takes a draw, wins it back. And that's Dockstetter picking up the pass up to Inglis. He gets it over to Bray. Bray goes up that far wing, cuts into the middle, looks for Inglis in front of the net, can't find him. That's Fisher picking the puck up, clearing it out through center. Roulette can't control it. That's Richardson going into the corner, but can't get there in time as Bray picks the puck up in the corner, clears it. Fisher takes a shot, but it is wide and picked up by Roulette. Roulette circles back behind his own net. Then the puck's cleared all the way up into the NYU zone. It cleared up by Gallette. That's Richardson picking it up. Looking for O'Shaughnessy, but he can't quite connect on the pass. And that's Gallette picking the puck up again. He goes through. O'Shaughnessy goes into the corner. Roulette giving him a rough ride as he tries to maintain possession. That's Richardson and Glace. Oh, and then we have a penalty coming up to O'Shaughnessy, it looks like. We'll have a 2-minute call for tripping. That's O'Shaughnessy going to the box. So 12:06 left. We'll have a power play for the Liberty Flames.
I think it's definitely an unsettling feeling that NYU has to have with a performance like this the day before one of the biggest games probably in the program's history. But it'll be interesting to see how they react here in the final 12 minutes in terms of discipline and playing.
And Liberty wins the faceoff. That's back to Ebel. Ebel passes up. He's looking across for Bray, and he scores. So that makes it a 7-1 game. So another goal makes it a 7-1 game. And the puck face-off's won. Varney falls, loses an edge, loses the puck, and it comes into the middle, and that's Morgan picking it up. He moves the puck up, tries to get Jorgensen with it. Jorgensen has the puck, tries to get to the net, but he can't quite do it. His comp picks the puck up behind the net. That's Barstead puck bouncing off his shoulder. Shaby has the puck in the corner. He's tied up by Nye. When Shaby gets it over to Morgan, he tries to cycle it through and get a Jorgensen in front, but can't quite connect on the pass. Nye has Shaby tied up. Morgan picks the puck up as he comes through, and he takes a bad angle shot on the backhand there.
Yeah, Morgan's been working really hard in this game, and working smart too. That fourth line is playing a hard, disciplined game, and they've seen a lot of ice time, and they've responded to it.
They're getting chances, a lot of chances offensively, and not giving up much defensively. They're holding the puck well when they have it. Esposito wins the puck. Masada dumps the puck in, misses his shot, and it comes up and out of play. 11:04 left in this third period. 7-1 lead for Liberty Flames. We're looking for their first win of this tournament. Esposito lines up for the draw. He wins the draw. Is back to Fisher. He takes a shot, misses wide. And then picked up again by Esposito. Back to Green. Green over to Fisher. Fisher looks for Masada. Can't connect on the pass. That goes to Natowski. Here comes Shannon, but he loses balance and loses the puck. Natowski has the puck behind the net over to Huntington. Huntington brings the puck up through the middle, splits the two forwards, gets over to Berma. Berma takes a shot, and he scores on a slap shot off the top of the net.
It's a great shot, and that's another thing that's really stuck out to me about Liberty. They can really shoot the puck. Obviously, they've shown that today, and again, if you're NYU, it's almost, you could look at it two ways, I guess. This route can either be, I guess, a blessing in terms of, you'll learn on the last day of pool play that you're not invincible and you're going to have to work for every goal that you get. But certainly, I think they're a bit rattled right now.
And face off center ice. That's Davey Johnson taking the draw. Liberty wins it back. That goes back to Thayer. Thayer gets it back to Varney. Back to Thayer as Dakota Richardson picks the puck up on the far wall. And then we're going to have a penalty coming up to Liberty here as I think that was Bray releasing a little bit of frustration. He took Varney down, or Richardson down after he lost the puck. So that'll be a power play for New York University Violets.
Yeah, I think the refs will call pretty much everything here in these last 10 minutes, given the circumstances.
Absolutely. This is a good opportunity for NYU to get a little momentum in a game that, they haven't had much. Face-off picked up and won by David Johnson, controlled by him, back to Ripley, over to Green. Green takes the puck, shoots it down to the corner. That's Dakota Richardson trying to fight for the puck at net, gets it back to Ripley. Over to Richardson, over to Green. Gets it over to Johnson, looking in front of the net, no one there. And a shot by Green is deflected by Bennett. And Green picks it up in the neutral zone, passes the puck all the way up. As Davy Johnson missing the pass, but Cambria goes into the corner, deflects it. Burke steals the puck, can't get it out. Green collects it at the blue line, but Burke finally gets it out this time. Shoots it off of Davy Johnson at center ice. That's Cambria picking the puck up, and he cuts hard to the middle and then back over to the wall. He's setting up the Violet's power play. Dakota Richardson behind the net. Pulls it to his forehand, gets the puck up to the point for Ripley. Ripley takes a shot, deflected on goal by Cambria. Then Johnson has the puck at the near point, over to the top of the point. Back to Johnson, just at bottom of the face-off circle. Johnson has the puck in the corner now. He passes the puck up, and Burke deflects it, but can't quite get it out. And another deflection by Cambria.
Yeah, NYU really trying to get a deflection. I can tell you that most of the teams that I saw practicing last week were really stressing the importance of those deflections, because in a national tournament, when you got guys blocking shots and the stakes are that much higher, you're going to need those kind of dirty goals.
Yeah, and Cambria had a couple good opportunities right there. Two dangerous deflections from in tight on Bennett. And Bennett came up big yet again. So now has 25 saves on 26 shots. And we'll have a face-off on the near side in the Flame zone. 38 seconds left on the power play, 8:47 left in this third period. And Esposito goes in against Cotton. Esposito wins the draw back to Consolado. Consolado gets the puck back to Gallette. He gets it over to Varney. Varney circles back to the far point. Picks up Esposito on the half board. Gets back to Varney on the far point, over to Gallette. Gallette takes a shot. And it's saved by Bennett on the near side. And then the rebound also saved on Masada's shot. Masada now has the puck at the side of the faceoff circle. Circles into the top of the circle. Back to Consolado behind the net. Consolado passes it back to Varney at the far point. He gets it back to Consolado at the half wall. And then try that weak side pass, but it can't get through the defense. That was Natowski with the block on that weak side pass. There's a shot, and it's gloved down by Bennett. Teams are at even strength, and we'll go to a 1-minute media timeout here, and we'll be back with you after this. Thank you.
The 2015 ACHA Men's Division II National Championships on Utah Hockey Game Day Live are brought to you by USA Hockey, USA Junior Hockey Magazine, Barron Championship Rings, the official championship ring supplier of the ACHA, Mr. Hotshine Car Wash, and the Red Lion Hotel located in downtown Salt Lake City.
And welcome back to the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. On top of those sponsors, we'd like to thank our host, the University of Utah, the Salt Lake City Sports Complex, the Red Lion Salt Lake Hotel, University Marriott Hotel, Le Bus, the official transportation provider of the Nationals, and our broadcast partners, Utah Hockey Game Day Live. Here we are, 7 minutes and 52 seconds left in this third period. We have an 8-1 lead for the Liberty Flames, and shots are even 27-27. Face-off coming to the far side in the zone, won by Liberty. Freeman brings it up, gets it into the zone. Dockstetter centers the puck, but no one there. Varney picks it up for NYU. Varney brings it up this near side. Varney gets it up into the zone, dumps it in. That'll be Roulette going back for it. Pressured by Morgan. And the puck comes back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman gets the puck up through the middle, and he shoots it into the near corner. Roulette picks it up. Where he turns it over, Shaby comes in, picks the puck up in the corner. That's Jorgensen with the puck now. He's battling with Roulette. Gets it back to Green. Green takes a shot, deflected, but goes just wide off the defender, and then the puck comes out in the middle, but Jorgensen can't get there in time. Shaby knocked that puck out in front, but Jorgensen just can't get there.
Yeah, another great shift by NYU's fourth line, and I think Coach Cosentino has shortened his bench a little bit. Down by 7 goals, you want to maybe rest your top guys, although now he's got the first line out, so difficult to say really.
And 7:05 left in the period.
Timeout, Liberty.
And Liberty University has called their timeout for the game. Interesting time to use the timeout for Liberty.
Yeah.
Up 7 goals in the third period.
Definitely a bit weird, but I think Coach Cosentino of NYU will use this time to tell his guys, let's just happen here with 7 minutes left, score a goal, do it for yourselves, get some confidence back, because it's been a rough game for them. Definitely the toughest that they've played in the postseason for sure, obviously, and it's got to be a bit distressing for them, I'd imagine, the day before the semifinals.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. And it could just be, like you said, they're giving that fourth line a lot of ice time. And like you said, they could just be resting up some of their players as much as they can. Just trying to mitigate the big ice that we have here in Salt Lake, and also that the altitude if they've been running some of their top lines into the ground. Here we go, face off on the far side in the Flame zone. Puck's dropped, and we'll do that again. Burke's going to get kicked out of the draw, it looks like. Bierman will come in and take the face-off. So the puck is dropped. And face-off's won by Esposito. Gets the shot, but goes just wide on the far side. Nye picks the puck up, clears it around to Shannon. Shannon picks it up at the half wall, clears it back to Ebel. There's Shannon with the puck. And Ebel picks the puck up, and it's taken away by Conslato. Goes in onside, looking for Masada in front of the net, but can't connect on the pass. It was just a little too high in the air. That's Fisher keeping the puck in the zone, but eventually loses it. Masada has the puck coming towards the near wall, dumps it in, and then it's picked up by Burke. And Burke and Shannon come in 2-on-2 on Fisher and Green. Here comes Conslato picking the puck up. He goes in on. Then dumps it into the near corner and goes off for a line change. 6:14 left in the game. That's O'Shaughnessy picking the puck up. And the puck bounces up in the air through the neutral zone. That was Cotton and King trying to get possession, but couldn't quite get a handle on it. As Huntington turns the puck over to O'Shaughnessy. And then as McDonald coming in with a shot, but he misses high and wide on the far side. Cambria attempts to get a shot, but Zimmerman picks the puck up at the near point. Cycles back into the corner. And he passes the puck back over to McDonald. Gets the puck to Varney at the top of the point. Takes a shot, misses high, and then the rebound gets poked into the corner. Cotton picks the puck up as O'Shaughnessy engages him on the wall. Puck's kept in by Cambria at the near point. And then Zimmerman picks the puck up, keeps it deep in the zone. McDonald's in the corner. He gets taken out by Huntington. And the puck is under them right now as O'Shaughnessy goes in and takes possession. Zimmerman's at the top of the point, looking for the pass, but can't get through to him. O'Shaughnessy centers it on his backhand, but no one there to take the shot. Varney goes back into Jorgensen's waved off. He picks the puck up, comes up through the middle on his own. Got some room, loses the puck to Bierma. Bierma comes up the near wall, passes it over to Bray, and then Groh can't quite get the shot. There's Shaby going into the corner for the puck. Puck's in their feet as Groh taking a shot, misses it just wide on the near side. Bray takes a shot, and that's deflected up and into the mesh by Pepper, the new goaltender. 4:26 left, and we are still an 8-1 game.
Yeah, and the Liberty keeps coming. You know, they're not easing up here late in the game, continuing to force turnovers. You notice NYU's defensemen trying to jump into the play a little bit, and they can't because they're getting trapped in the neutral zone.
Inglis will take the draw against Morgan, and we will once again do that over. And Freeman actually just flipped the puck into the referee's face accidentally. And Inglis wins the faceoff and shoots the puck off Pepper's face mask. And that was Jorgensen coming up the wall with speed. Goes into the corner. Morgan picks the puck up in the corner. He cycles it back to Jorgensen, turns the puck over to Nye. Nye chases after it, collects the puck himself, gets the puck cross center ice and dumps it in behind Pepper. Pepper goes in, plays it to the corner himself. That's Inglis. Inglis and Jorgensen get tied up a little bit. Freeman has the puck behind the net, and that's cleared out of danger. Nice little play by Fisher. Freeman collects the puck in center ice, cycles back into the zone, gets through the defense, goes in, and a big save by Pepper on that far side. Kicks that puck out of danger as Freeman just walked. 3 minutes and 28 seconds left in the game. It's cleared all the way in. Green will go in and collect it. And it's cleared all the way back, and this will come back on an icing against New York University. 3:17 left. Excellent save by Pepper there on that chance by Freeman.
Yeah, absolutely. Desperation kind of just lays out and takes away Freeman's opportunities.
I think that trend might be more concerning than the score is just the softness we're seeing from this NYU defense from time to time.
Yeah, definitely. They can afford to be a bit more physical and definitely clear the crease a bit better.
And the puck comes into the corner, and it comes all the way around because Merchak gets it over to Nye back in the bag of center ice. Dumped in by Ebel into the far corner, comes all the way around behind the net, picked up by Green. Green shoots it up looking for Masada, but he can't get him, and this will come all the way back down for icing as well. So 2:53, we have another face-off coming up in the NYU zone. And as Esposito winning the face-off back to Green, he looks over for Zimmerman. Zimmerman can't pick it up as Ebel picks it up in the neutral zone, dumps it in on Pepper. He can't control that and gets it back to Zimmerman. Masada picks the puck up on the half wall. He turns it over quickly to Barstead. Cotton gets a shot off, a dangerous shot, and misses on the rebound as well. King comes back, collects the puck, and gets it back to Ebel in his own zone. He tries to pass it back up to King, cutting up the far wall, but the pass misses and goes back to NYU in their zone. And the puck comes all the way up, and we have another icing call. Two minutes and 15 seconds left in this third period. Esposito taking the draw against Kazmerchak. Faceoff's won by NYU over to Green. Takes it up. Burke picks it up in the neutral zone, passes it over to one-on-one on Zimmerman. Cuts to the middle, takes a shot, he scores. That's Clinton Nye with the shot coming through the middle, and he scores.
Yeah, not much you can really say at this point. If you're NYU, I think a little bit of soul searching to do between now and tomorrow's game. But again, credit to Liberty. They I think it's always difficult to know what to expect in a tournament game when a team has been eliminated. Are they going to come out and play for pride? And Liberty certainly has.
Then face-off won by Liberty, back to Ebel, cuts it through the middle to Cotton. That was Fisher coming through, playing the body, and removes Cotton from the puck, but Shannon picks it up in the neutral zone. Barstead collects the puck, and it's taken away by Shaby right there. Shaby comes up the near side, tries to pass it across to connect with him, though, as Jorgensen goes into the corner with Ebel. Nye picks it up, and that's Gallette. Can't quite keep the puck in the zone there. Shaby collects the puck and dumps it into the corner where it's picked up by Jorgensen. And Shaby goes into the corner, or into the slot, deflects the puck on net, and Bennett will stop that. Hold on to it, and we'll have a face-off with a minute 24 left in the game.
Coach Cosentino really alternating between the third and fourth lines here late. And those two lines have worked really hard in this game despite the score, so might as well reward them with some ice time.
Here's O'Shaughnessy taking the draw against Burke. Face-off won by Liberty. That gets passed up to Groh. Groh will dump the puck into the corner as Nye goes in after it from his point. Varney picks the puck up, though, comes up this near wall. Varney gets across the blue line. This takes a shot, kick to the near corner by Bennett. That was O'Hara in the corner, getting knocked off the puck. Comes all the way back to Zimmerman. He turns away from King, gets up through the middle. That's O'Hara on the far wall. He takes a shot, misses wide on the near side. Puck comes over to McDonald. McDonald gets the puck. That's O'Shaughnessy getting it back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman comes in. He gets dumped, and we'll have a penalty call against Liberty. 37.1 seconds left, and NYU will go on the power play here.
And the fourth line comes right back out for NYU.
And that's number 8 going off for Liberty with just 37 seconds left. And face-off one to Morgan. He takes a shot, kick to the corner again by Bennett. Comes back to Fisher. He gets it over to Gallette, back to Fisher. He comes in, takes a shot, kick to the far corner by Bennett. And the puck's picked up and cleared all the way down the ice by the Flames. Cotton goes into the corner with Fisher's. Is cleared around to Gallette. Gallette comes up through the middle. That's Shaby picking it up at the blue line, dumping it into the far corner. 8 seconds left. Picked up by Groh in the corner. And then just cleared around, and the buzzer will end it. Buzzer ends it, and we finish with a 9-1 win by Liberty Flames. Fortunately, that win came a little too late, as NYU's already clinched a spot in the semifinals. But a good character win for Liberty, coming out and playing a hard game when they didn't have to, I guess, is the best way to look at it.
It just shows the professionalism of the program, I think, to have your players come out here and play a relatively clean and always hard game. So if you're NYU, I think you definitely need to, as I said, do some soul searching and have a conversation about what went wrong in this game before heading into tomorrow's.
Yeah, absolutely. And tomorrow, like we said, New York University will play Lindenwood in I believe it's the first semifinal match at 4:30 Mountain Time. And Lindenwood, I'm not sure how their game ended, but they were in a struggle against Boise State on the other side. So, they were in a similar situation, it looked like, to NYU going into this, where, kind of in between that, putting everything out there and trying to conserve yourself for that game.
Definitely. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but still, I mean, it's a reminder, I think, of the fact that you haven't really accomplished anything yet. You need 2 more wins to win it all, and hopefully this is just a little reality check for NYU.
Absolutely. Well, for Tom Marr, I'm Thomas Fountain, and thank you very much for joining in, listening to us. Congratulations to New York University, and also a heck of a game by the Liberty Flames today. Thank you very much for tuning in. And coming up later today, we have the host University of Utah playing Northeastern and hoping for a spot in the semifinals as well.